What's going on, guys? It is Cam, aka the Rookie Trader here, and we are back, day 15 of streaming my journey from Rookie Trader to Profitable Trader. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We have about 7 minutes until market open. So we're going to start scanning for stocks, start screening, reading the news, see what we like, see what we want to watch. All right, so let's jump into it. Looks like we have one stock up 197% pre-market. It's a pretty big percentage. That is steady as well. Let's see. The most recent news was 2 months ago, US expansion with intelligent parking platform. So not sure what's funding this very steady climb up. Okay, this one just has some people appointed to the board. Not necessarily, not really strong news there. This one, foot ulcer product met primary endpoint in trial. Bounced up for a second, and now it's really been downhill. Could bounce back up. It's pretty below VWAP though. Cupper, nothing. MGM, nothing really. Okay, so we'll bounce over to small cap stock screener. Close out of that. We'll check out Webull. And this happened again. Jeez. Okay, ACI and Silo. Looks like we have a few stocks on here that weren't on the trading view. So let's see what Webull's news platform has to say about these stocks. All right, this is going to explain why the shares are moving up, maybe. The company disclosed a regulatory update that tied its NASDAQ listing compliance. Be worth keeping an eye on. It's already made quite the climb though. All right, Silo. What is your news? Why is it moving up though? Let's see. Secures European patent for PTSD therapy. That's pretty good. Okay, we like that. MGN. and Copper. We checked these out on TradingView, but now we're going to check them out on here. Copper, 4 hours ago. Why silo farmer shares are trading higher? Nothing necessarily. Megan Holdings, which is Yaw News. Not really sure if that's good news or not. But worth keeping an eye on as well. We got KPR, KPRX, Miha, no news here. No news here. And then it just comes down to this Orgo, which looks like it might have some news. Oh, that's the foot ulcer one. I thought one of these other ones was the foot ulcer one, to be honest. All right, markets are open. Let's check it out. HCAI has been moving strong all morning. So, yeah, I mean, but it's followed a very specific pattern of breaking a new high and then pulling back instantly. So really one strong impulse move and then pulling back. But we will keep an eye on it, as always. We will jump over to TradingView real quick, and we'll see what is hot on this chart. All right, this screener has a lot more stocks trading with news here. We're going to check out RDGT. Yeah, this one's opening really nicely. So is KPRX. CETX. Okay, I'm probably gonna pivot to CETX as well, even though we'll keep an eye on KPRX. This one looks like really fresh news, so this one I like the best. But this one's also opening really strong. So we're gonna go ahead and mark these positions. Yeah, this one's opening really strong. Okay, if I trade this, I'm probably gonna wait for a pullback to the fair value gap here. No, I don't like that red volume. Nope, we're green now. Okay. We honestly got a lot going on. I'm gonna wait for confirmation on this one. To trade 99 shares. Stop loss at 0.1. No. That's strong. What's going on? I was gonna make this trade and now it's making me complete some sort of questionnaire. Cool. Oh. Alright guys, I'm pretty annoyed right now because I went to trade and it's asking me to fill out like this questionnaire. Like, why didn't they not have me fill out this questionnaire a long time ago? I mean, to be fair, it did looks like it kind of saved me, but I don't know. I don't even know how to feel right now. That was really annoying. I'm still filling out the questionnaire. Okay, geez, guys, really annoyed about that. I don't even. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Well, we should be good to trade now, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'll still enter this. All right, we're in at 2.475. With our stop at 2.3. We got good green volume. We're just gonna aim for a 1 hour win today. That's nice. Nice wick. Good movement. I'm gonna set a take profit for 2.63. I don't know if it's gonna set that take profit. But let's see, this is not the best looking wick. We don't want to see a big wick like this on that kind of volume. We want this to close a little bit stronger. All right, that's a decent close of that candle. I'm gonna keep holding. That's great green volume there. That makes me feel good about this trade so far. There we go. All right, this is my first trade with real money. Been paper trading for 4 or 5 months now. So far, it is holding strong. I would expect some sort of pullback soon enough, though. I might pull back to VWAP. But let's see if it can stay strong, then it stays strong. All right, here's a bit of that pullback we've been waiting for. I'm gonna have to figure out my Webull settings later because I need to make sure that when I'm entering a trade, it's not asking me for confirmation. It needs to be just entering the trade. This ridge tech is a really nice pullback to this fair value gap with a beautiful wick. That's a great trade to enter right there. That's a nice wick. I like how we're holding EMA 9. Low volume. Still no reason to sell this position yet. It's pulling back more, but we do have market structure. All we can really do is wait now, see what happens. I fully expect this ridge tech to make a new high. Today was difficult. There are so many different stocks to trade. I didn't know which one to watch. Really. All right, there goes Ridge Tech. As we expected. We'll have to see if it makes a new high. On KPRX, obviously this isn't what you I love to see, but it is retesting that. That's a pretty deep drop right there. Yeah. Wow. If it stops out, it stops out. If it stops out, then that does suck a little bit. Of course. It might. It looks like it's gonna stop out. I honestly did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. It's quite the drop. We'll continue to see how it reacts. We still have less red volume than green volume. And at this moment, it is still a higher low with a little wick there. Definitely don't feel great about it. Like I said, it's my first trade, real money. You want it to just work out perfectly, but that doesn't always happen, of course. It's actually really slowed down on the TNS as well, which is not a good sign. People might have made their move on this and then just cashed out. But we can't cash out. We're too invested, literally invested. So The good news is that it started to slow down after this drop. We can see if it can curl up. At this point, I'm just hoping for break even or a slight win, but that might be asking for too much. I'm not looking too hot for us on this. There's no volume whatsoever. I don't know if it's just gonna pick back up. Probably gonna stop out. We could sell now and take less than a 1 hour loss. This is gonna be a really long trading clip. I'm not really sure if I should just sell now or wait because we do have this support really and proof that it can come up here even though it's slowed. As for Ridge Tech, it's basically found its new support here, I would say. It really came back into this fair value gap made by these candles. Well, as with trading in any situation, we have two choices. We can either hold and hope that it goes up, or we can sell now and hope that it goes down and we made the right decision. Is there a chance this could still take a leap back up? Yeah. I mean, with this data volume, probably not. It felt like a good trade at first. Could have been a nice quick sell for 0.5 R or so. I think it's okay if we let it get stopped out today because I don't know. I need to get used to that feeling with real money, what it feels like to get stopped out, to take that full 1 R loss. And today it wasn't a rule break because we tried to get enter here and our stop loss would have been just down here and we would have instantly got stopped out, which is a good reminder to me to not set my stop losses too tight. But then here we entered on the same 5-minute orb break. So it really necessarily wasn't a rule break. It was a highly emotional trade though, with the way that it went down, because I tried to enter, it was asking me for confirmation, and asking me to fill out a form and stuff. Like, what's going on, Weeble? Why are we doing this? I can definitely see the bulls re-entering this trade if we start to see a little bit of momentum back to VWAP. Obviously, volume's pretty dead. But I am holding despite. We do have a lesson we can extract from where I was going to enter this trade. And that's that we didn't wait for the close above that 5-minute orb. This is a slow burner right now. Really slow burner. I also went into today with a good feeling, which means I did expect to make a trade today, especially after 4 no trade days. I mean, definitely getting a little bit antsy to make my first trade, especially with real money. But this is quite the slow burner. I wouldn't be surprised if this just drops and stops us out, which is fine. Or it could slowly make its way back up and we can sell for break even. Been interested in Ridge Tag. Ridge Tag's one of the only other ones that fit our setup with the opening 5-minute green. Really strong 5-minute green open. And now it's testing VWAP over here. So for those who like the VWAP retest trading strategy, test VWAP. See if we get confirmation. Enter, stop below there. Aim for probably around here, this resistance. As for our slow burning trade, can we break this resistance level here? We're really just consolidating in this little window. I mean, there's zero volume, unfortunately. Not sure where everybody went. They probably just jumped over to Ridge Tech. All right. And then boom, it drops. That is my first trade with real money, and it is a stop out. Alrighty. We were just waiting for something to happen, right? Alrighty. Let's check out the account. We took probably went further than the stop loss on that. So not sure how to find just the information on that trade. Here we go. Right. All right. I will fill out the trade log on my own time, and then I'll make a quick recap. Today is more of a fun recap because we finally made a trade. yeah, I was got some things to sort out in terms of fixing my Webull setup, so it's not asking me for confirmation before entering trades. But yeah, that wraps it up for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, make a winning.